Hey everybody, I'm Brandon72Mo. Last week's update to the Bikers DLC saw the release of a new version of the Western Daemon. It seems that this bike has created a bit of confusion for some members of the GTA Online community, so I wanted to try to clear it up. From what I've read on various forums, seen in game chat, and even read in the comments of my own videos, a lot of players think that the new Western Daemon is the same one that's been in the game since it launched back on old gen. While the old and the new Daemon share a common name, they are definitely different bikes. The best analogy that I could come up with to quickly explain it is to think of a Ford Mustang from the 80s compared to one from today. While both cars have the same name, I don't think that anyone could argue that they are the exact same car. The same thing applies here. Both of these bikes are called the Western Daemon, but there are definite differences between the two. So let's take a look at those differences. For starters, the new Western Daemon can now be purchased on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. That alone isn't enough to differentiate it from the original Daemon, as another older bike, the Bagger, can also now be purchased thanks to the Bikers update. But take a look at that price. At $145,000, the new Daemon is already clearly a different bike than the Daemon that we see NPCs riding around the streets of Los Santos. The older Daemon sells for around $2,000 if you drive it unmodified into Los Santos Customs. The new Daemon would resell for around $60,000. Of course, I highly doubt you're ever going to see any NPC drive in the new Daemon, and even if you did, you wouldn't be able to keep it because its higher value would prevent you from storing it in your garage or fitting it with a tracker. Moving on, there are also slight differences in appearance between the old and the new Daemons. The easiest telltale sign is that the older version is typically found with the Lost MC emblem on the seat and often has a unique flame livery on it that you cannot purchase in Los Santos Customs. The older Daemon also seems to have quite a bit more chrome on it than the stock version of the newer Daemon. The rear springs are also a dead giveaway, as the older Daemon comes with a yellow tint, while the stock newer Daemon has more of a darker chrome finish on the springs. And when it comes to customization options, when you drive both bikes into LSC or your bike mechanic at your MC clubhouse, the big differences really start to show up. At first glance, the older Daemon has more customizations, with 17 options, while the newer Daemon appears to only have 14 options. But when you select the bodywork option on the newer Daemon, you open up a submenu that offers a lot of options that are only available on the new bikes that came with the Bikers DLC. Honestly, I think it's a shame that Rockstar just didn't update the older Daemon with all of these new options, because, in my opinion, the flame livery on the older Daemon and that Lost MC insignia on the seat are far more appealing than the customization options that are available on every other bike from the Bikers DLC. Another way to spot the differences between the two Daemons is in their sound. I'm going to let you listen to both Daemons start up and then go for a quick ride. Both of these bikes have full performance upgrades. First, the old Daemon. Now, the new Daemon. As you heard, the newer Daemon is louder and it sounds as if it's tuned more towards performance than simple cruising. And speaking of performance, there are differences here too. While driving them in a lobby to record the footage for this video, the newer Daemon seems to have better traction in a corner than the older Daemon, while the older Daemon seems to have the slightly better acceleration. I'm rather crunched for time right now, so I wasn't able to take them both for multiple laps around the track. Instead, this quick side-by-side drag race will just have to suffice for now. For the official lap times and top speeds, we'll just all have to wait until Bruffy gets his updated testing videos posted. But still, the older Daemon turned in a time just over a second and a half quicker than the newer Daemon. I hope this short video has cleared up some of the confusion surrounding these two different bikes that share a common name. I'm sure that I've overlooked some of the other differences in these bikes, and if I did, leave a comment down below letting me know what they are. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please hit that like button and get subscribed if you haven't already. I'm Brandon72Mo, and I'll see you in the next video.